Okay, so let's look at this example that you sent, and we can try to talk a little bit more in depth about this. Um, so we're we're going to divide the fractions, and so the rule here is going to be keep, change, flip. So I'm going to put that negative up top right there. I'm going to change it to multiplication, and then we flip this to 9 over 8. Now your answer you have down here is correct. It's just not simplified all the way. And so before you multiply, you can go ahead and combine this. Don't actually multiply though. We can put it as a single fraction right here. And then you look to see if there's any reduction that can be done. So 7 and 6, 7 and 8, those don't reduce, but the 9 and the 6 do. Both of those are divisible by 3, so that's what we'll do. We're going to basically, here, let me really kind of show this in detail actually. I want to make sure we got a good feel for this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the negative 7 times 8 right here, and I can put the 9 over 6 right here. And it's not absolutely necessary to do this step right here. I'm just trying to show a little bit more detail than maybe you saw in the videos. And so you can do that. You can, when you multiply, multiplication is commutative, right? So like 2 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 2. They both equal 6. So what I basically did here was I swapped the negative 7 and the 9. You can swap them because they multiply, and so I just kind of swapped them. And then if you look right here, I can go ahead now reduce that fraction right there. So now I have negative 7 over 8 times, and then those are both reducible by a factor of 3, which means I can divide both of them by 3. So that would become 3 over 2. Now it's time to go ahead and multiply going across. So negative 7 times 3. So a negative times a positive, that's where you get a negative 21. Then 2 times, or 8 times 2, both positive, so it's going to be positive 16. And that should be our answer right there. So I know that in your email you kind of mentioned that the negative signs are really throwing you off. And so, you know, it's just going to take a lot of practice, to be honest. But the idea is, you know, if you have a negative times a negative, it will equal positive. If you have a mismatch, one's positive, one's negative, it doesn't matter which one goes first, it will be negative, right? So it doesn't matter, it could have been a negative and then a positive, that will be a negative, and then positive, positive will give you positive, okay? And so I know it can get a little confusing, some of the rules, and so it'll take some practice, but what I'll ask you to do is go ahead and send me some more questions, and I would be more than happy to work them out. One other thing I'll mention is if you click on question help here, this one has view an example. Sometimes they have videos here also, and so that might be helpful too to check out. And then also, if you want to, we could definitely set up a WebEx, and we could set up a time, and we can meet on WebEx, and maybe being able to talk about this live. I can try to help get some of those concepts a little bit clearer. So hopefully this will help some. But if you need more, do not hesitate to reach out, and we'll get you fixed up.